Hey guys, welcome back to my weekly fragrance rotation. So last week I wanted to look at 7 fragrances that I think are underappreciated for their respective lines. They don't get enough talk and they kind of fly under the radar. So let's not waste any time. Let's jump right into it, starting with Sunday. So although this first fragrance is harder to find these days, I think if you do find it for a good price, snatch it up because this thing is absolutely fantastic. So we're talking about is Jean Paul Gaultier's La Malle Airlines. And this is just, for me, kind of an airier, fresher take on the OG DNA. So on Sunday, my wife actually chose this one for me. It was Mother's Day, and I said, go grab a fragrance off the shelf, whatever you want. And this is the one she chose. In my opinion, it deserves more love for how wearable it is and how unique it is while still being unmistakably La Malle and part of JPG's line of fragrances. Has moderate projection, lasts a decent amount of time on my skin, but it definitely leans more daytime fresh than, say, all day beast mode. So this is going to be versatile. You're going to be able to wear this to the office, no problem. You cannot go wrong. La Malle Airlines. This next flanker delivers one of the best aromatic profiles out there right now. And it's super underrated. Scent we are talking about is Roche L'Homme Aromatic Touch. And I think the brand Roche in general doesn't get a lot of love. I mean, it might within the fragrance community, but the general population have no idea about this house. Lavender, spice, and woods come together in this smooth, modern fragrance. It's really an everyday scent. I think it's really versatile. And there's just an element here that smells different than most designer fragrances. It has light to moderate projection, lasts about 5 or 6 hours, but this is one I would confidently reach for, especially in situations like school or the office. You're not going to offend anyone, but you're going to smell great. You're going to smell clean and put together, and you really can't ask for anything more. This thing smells amazing. Roche L'Homme Aromatic Touch. Guys, all the fragrances on this list are on the affordable side. I'm going to link them all here for you guys so you have no problem finding them. But this next one, well, with the exception of one of them being affordable, and we'll get into that next, absolutely fell in love with this fragrance the first time I tried it. So we're talking about is Le Sel d'Issy from Issey Miyake. And I have to shout out my friend Sal for sending this one my way. He knew that I was going to like this one, and he was not wrong. So everyone knows the original Odyssey and some other really awesome cold weather fragrances that Issey Miyake has in their line, but I would describe Le Sel d'Issy as kind of like the artsy cousin that no one wants to invite to the party. I mean, this thing isn't getting the love that I think it deserves, especially for this time of year. A salty, mineralic, breezy type of fragrance that just kind of dials in. Reminds me of nature and being on the ocean. The spray from like a boat ride or something. I mean, it is that authentic smelling, and I love how the saltiness is used here. A lot of times, salty aquatic fragrances don't work on my skin. Thankfully, this one does, and I love it. And I actually get really good performance from this, despite it being a fresher fragrance. It lasted a long time on me, and periodically throughout the day, I would just get kind of waves of it, reminding me what I sprayed on earlier that day. Le Sel d'Issy from Issey Miyake. So this next one is the expensive one because it is almost impossible to find. This was sent to me by Decant X, so shout out Decant X for sending this sample my way. If you guys want to try it, I will link them down below. It'll save you some money and you'll get to try different things. Decant is the way to go, especially with pricier fragrance. Sample, sample, sample. But the scent we are talking about is Amouage's Fate Man. And this is just the decant from Decant X, really high quality, good atomizer. I did a video on this, first impressions video, something a little different than what I'm used to doing. So I will link that video here for you guys to check out at the end of this video. Reflection, Interlude, those are the fragrances you think of when you think Amouage. I think this scent, Fate Man, is kind of like one of those scents that if you know type of thing, because there seems to be kind of a cult following for this. And it is a super spicy, masculine scent. Not really, little to no sweetness here, which is not necessarily a bad thing. You really need to like spice to enjoy this one. It's a little bold. It's a little mystical in a way. It's a true niche experience. So if you have the opportunity to try this one, I suggest you do so. Again, particularly if you like spicy fragrances, super long lasting. You know, this thing is a beast mode. Filled every room I walked into, lasting a long time. I could smell it the next day on my clothes. I had never heard about this one until it was sent to me by Decant Deck. So I'm glad they thought of me and chose this, because this one, I'll definitely be using this sample. Even though a little bit of the spice reminded me of food, it kind of subsided after, you know, maybe 20 minutes or so. So I'm not crazy about that. Like I said in my reaction video, my first impressions, reminded me of like curry chicken. I know there's a cumin note in here, so that's the standout note for me for just a portion of this scent. And then it gets really good. I really enjoyed the dry down. Fate Man from Amouage. Camera. Aced. They dominate the conversation when you're talking about this house, among others. This next one is the best I've tried by far in recent memory from this house. Scent we're talking about is Latafa Mashraba. And I did a little research. My understanding of the word Mashraba is it's design. It's like lattice design. This kind of, what you're seeing here on the bottle is true to the name. So I think that's cool, but the bigger story here is the scent. We can talk about presentation. It doesn't matter to me. This scent is absolutely amazing. It's floral, it's ambery, it's spicy, it's creamy. It does everything. It's a little fruity, very interesting scent, but I don't know. This is niche level for me. I know that it is a dupe of Smoking Hot from Killian. I haven't smelled that fragrance. I don't really necessarily feel the need to, because for what you're paying here, the quality is exceptional. This lasted forever, literally 2 days on my skin. I could not believe the performance from this. So big time performer. And immediately upon spraying this, there's nothing synthetic. This doesn't smell like it needs to macerate like most Middle Eastern fragrances do. This is an absolute gem. If there's anything you can take from this list, it's this. You need to grab it. It's incredible. This just proves that Latafa can be original in a sense, nuanced, and really have a grasp on delivering great performance while not compromising on overall scent profile and opening. Because a lot of times, yeah, you might have a fragrance that smells 2 days, but it is torturous up top. Sometimes you just know this thing's loaded with chemicals. That's why it's lasting. But nah, this stuff from start to finish, a gem. Latafa Mashraba. So this next one kind of propelled itself near the top for me for the favorite in the line. Next to Platinum, scent we were talking about, is Coach Green. So it really has a lot of nods to the original, excuse me, of this scent. But there's a really interesting, earthy, fruity, mouth-watering kiwi note up top that's super addictive, that lasts a little while, that I just absolutely love in this scent. It's a twist on the original DNA. It's casual, it's low-key, it's pretty familiar, which makes it easy to overlook. But I think that kiwi note makes this DNA more interesting, more dynamic, and something different than what else you have in your collection, which I really love. This is going to be good for quick outings, layering, running to the post office, you know, going food shopping or something. It doesn't last a long time, maybe 5 or 6 hours, but there's just something about it that I find myself wanting to keep going back to. It's addictive. Coach Green. So with flankers like Extreme, Infrared, and even Dark Leather, this next one has kind of become the forgotten child of the line. But in reality, it's laid the foundation for all of those. The scent we're talking about is Spice Bomb, the original. And the more I spray this one, the more this one is becoming probably my favorite in the line. As I said, it's the blueprint, the perfect balance of sweet, spicy, and masculine. You're going to be able to wear this in any situation, any season. It just works on every level. It still performs. It still turns heads and gets compliments. It still deserves a spot in the rotation, in your rotation. I get strong projection in the first few hours, and then it will last roughly 6 to 7 hours, which I'm happy with. Again, this is one that I'm probably going to wear to work, meetings, appointments, that type of thing. And then maybe even re-up later in the afternoon and then go out later that night. So it has that versatility from day to night that is just going to work really in any situation. I love this one. My wife loves this one. Spice Bomb, the original. That's it, guys. All 7 fragrances, underrated fragrances that I think deserve a spot in anyone's rotation. Let me know in the comment section down below, what is your favorite underrated fragrance? Drop it down below along with your rotation. Feel free to do that as well. But if you like content like this, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you're updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you in the next video.